Happy Saturday! I didn't realize I was like in the sunshine of the spirit. But anyway, I totally am. I'm having such a great day today. I slept until 12:30 and I woke up and it was so funny because Alex was downstairs working on some contractual stuff that he does on Saturdays, some work. And so I need to maybe close up some of these things here so it's not so loud. But anyway, cute girls. Look at them having fun. Aww. This girl and her boyfriend on these like things. Here, I'll show you so you can see. They're real fun. They were like waving at everybody. Look at that. How fun that is on a Saturday afternoon. Anyway, and it was so cute because like usually when I wake up and Alex is downstairs watching TV or working or whatever, all the dogs go downstairs with him because he like gets up and takes them out. Alex gets up much earlier than I do. But I look over and like Boo Radley is like curled in this little circle next to me, and Pee-Pee's like right by my leg, and I was like, oh, this is so sweet. So I just laid there for a little bit, and then I got up and I had a cup of coffee and I want a cup of coffee right now from Starbucks is what I want. I'm on my way to the post office. And then I did my meditations. I have like 4 meditation books I'm reading from right now, and I love them. And one of them is a friend of Alex's, his friend JD gave it to me because he knows I love him before our like wedding, and it was like such a great wedding gift, like that you would never think of as a wedding gift, right? Like he gave Alex and I each something that we love, and it's just a book of positive quotes, and it's like non-denominational, not religious, very spiritual, but just positive quotes, really. And so I listen to them, or I read them every day, and I love them. And then the Melody Beatty one, and then that Alexandra whatever, something Grace. I don't love that one. I mean, I might be giving that away to somebody. And then, what's the 4th one I read? But I do think that like taking some time to yourself in the morning and meditation just like totally makes your day. And then like I went to YouTube to go like see if there was like anything, you know, like I always go, like through Twitter and like YouTube to see if there's any drama, you know, people coming at me, of which there typically is. So I like looked at all of that, and then I was like, you know, here's the thing, like when you become, it was so funny because somebody commented on my video that I did, my Walmart video yesterday, and they said, I have to just tell you, first of all, this is going to sound crazy, but like, if you're a YouTuber who says that you don't care about subscribers and views, you're a liar, okay? I mean, it just, because it means like, hey, like, people enjoy what I'm putting out there, right? That's really what views and subscribers mean. I mean, if you're somebody that just wants it all so you can brag about it, that's another story. But I have to tell you that me getting the amount of views on this channel with the amount of subscribers I have, I talked about this in here yesterday, I think, but like it's so exciting to me because somebody said, on my main channel, they said, is this dude joking when he says he's YouTube famous because he only has 40,000 subscribers and he hardly gets any views on his video? Which, I mean, in comparison is kind of true, right? So it is what it is, but I was like, and I commented back and I was like, no, it's totally a joke, LOL. I mean, because it is. And, but I was thinking about it with the vlog because I have like totally fallen in love with doing this vlog. And I feel so much more connected to you guys that watch these vlogs. Hold on a second, please. Can I get a venti iced coffee with 2 equal, please? That's it.
Any creamer, please?
Oh, no, thanks. Couldn't hear him. So anyway, but anyway, I just love that, like, you know, that I'm getting about the same amount of views on my daily vlogs that I get on videos on my main channel, unless I put some huge clickbaity title, which everybody does. So when people come for me and they go clickbait, I'm like, right, everybody does that, get over it. But I love that. And the other thing, oh my God, you guys, the majority of you, like, said, I would say like 80% of you that answered the question said that you like the long vlogs and keep them at long or longer, which is like, how do you go longer than 50 minutes, right? But then like a few of you said that you like them between 20 and 30 minutes, and you all said, this cracked my shit up, that you guys that said 20 and 30 minutes also because that's how long it takes you to do your makeup, which I love that, okay? That like I'm your morning routine. I don't know why I love that so much. It just made me so happy. So anyway, so I was reading through those comments and, hold on, please.
Hello.
Hey, how are you? I don't know if there's anything left on that yet.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, you're all set.
I'm set?
Yeah.
Good deal.
Here you go.
Thanks, have a good one.
You too.
Oh, thanks for the Trenta. Give me a Trenta. I'll take it. Not gonna complain one bit about that. It's a moment of gratitude right there for you. Anyway, so then Alex was working on some stuff and I was putting the vlog from yesterday together. And okay, so I owe you guys a huge apology. I don't know what I did. And I was gonna go in and fix it, but then I thought, fuck it. So, like, a couple people commented and they go, I love that this vlog is out of order. And I'm like, did I put the vlog out of order? You guys, I'm so sorry that I did that. And I'll tell you what happened, okay? Just to be completely honest. So I was opening snaps when I'm sitting there waiting for McDonald's, showing them to you guys. And William, you know who you are, snaps me all the time. And he snapped me a really shady snap. he knows what he said about another YouTuber. It was funny, but it was shady. And I'm like, listen, I'm not trying to stir up any shit with any other YouTubers right now. I'm just trying to do my gig. You know, 1,000,001 folks are coming at me. I'm just trying to do my thing and enjoy it, right? So I was like, I better just delete this part. So I like had to go in and cut off that end part. Sorry, William, your snap was cute. And so when I edited it and I put it back up, I must have put the pieces together wrong. I mean, Humpty Dumpty. So it is what it is. But I mean, this vlog is so bad. Look at the lighting. But anyway, so I apologize for my vlog being bad yesterday. When I upload, I'm not like okay, so I'm like using the Mac. I'm like, I've fallen in love with the Mac, but I'm still not 100% used to it. So like, I like go in and I like rename them, which my HP that was $190 or something like that, that was shitty. Like it would like individually do them for me. Like its video system was 100 times better than Mac, let me just tell you. Okay, so which is crazy to think, but the quality on the Mac is like, you know, 200 times better, but like the organization of it made a lot more sense on my HP. So I'm just still getting used to it, and so I'm trying to rename them as I go up, but like, I am so, you know, obviously ADD and ADHD, I'm like both, right? That like, when I, like, I'll rename 3 different files 3, and then I don't know which one's really the third one. It doesn't, you guys, I'm nuts, okay? So, like today, I'm like sitting there, and I'm like, it keeps on saying I'm uploading a duplicate file, and I was like, which one am I uploading wrong? And I was like, 1, 2, 3. I counted it like 4 times, and I actually had, do you guys do this? Like, do you feel like you're losing your shit? And I was like, the whole time I was like, I just want to sit outside and read. It's like so nice outside. I was like, I just want to sit outside and read, right? And, but I haven't got there yet. So, anyway, I got the vlog together, and then Alex and I watched RuPaul's Drag Race and Untucked, and then we were both like, let's go get something to eat outside. So we went and ate at Basbo's Pizza in Broad Ripple, and he had a huge Greek salad, dinner salad, and I had a Caesar salad and a Popeye. If you guys have never had a Popeye, it's like a baguette of bread and like spinach and cream cheese, and it's cucumber dressing. I love it. And we just sat outside and talked, and we're planning a trip to Thailand. So we were talking about that, and he was he's the one planning it. So I was like, maybe we need to slow down on things a little bit and work on us, and then plan Thailand. And he's like, yeah. And I was like, but it would be good for us to go away for 16 days because this is a 16-day trip. And he was like, I think it'd be great for us to go away for 16 days. And so many people keep on asking on this that like watch EDM. They're like, are you going to go to Spring Awakening with Alex? Yes, if he gets tickets, I will go to Spring Awakening with Alex. It's a music festival in Chicago, and I haven't been, so. And then I'm doing a You Now stream tonight, and then he's going out with some girlfriends. I just don't love going out anymore. Like, I love just relaxing on a Saturday night. And he was like, well, you're more than welcome to join us. I said, I know. And the other night I said I would go, and now I'm just kind of like, I don't really feel like it. It's beautiful outside. It's 80. I can make some lemonade, and I can, like, you know, relax, watch a horror movie. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't love it going out anymore. And then tomorrow we're spending all day at his mom's house with his brothers and cousins and everything. They're having, like, a big Easter barbecue, which will be fun. So anyway, yeah, that's where I'm at today. That's what I've done so far. Now I'm at the post office, getting at the car wash. What an interesting night it's been. This is like such a horrible angle for me. That's what I need to do. Here comes Peter Cottontail, hopping down the bunny trail. Hippity hoppity, Easter's on its way. Did you guys ever see the Peter Cottontail where it's like claymation and he like goes through all the other holidays to try to get eggs? Did you guys ever see that one? It's like my all-time favorite one. Because you know I love Easter because my name's Peter Cottontail. Yes, I know that's not like religious or spiritual, but I love it anyway, so. And when I was growing up, I would like watch all the Easter movies, and I loved Easter. We would put out carrots and water for the Easter bunny. And I always got big Easter baskets. I got some nice Easter cards in the mail today. That was really nice from you guys. Thank you. And PB got a birthday card, and I'm going to show it in the vlog tomorrow or Monday. And I'm thinking about having a You Now live birthday party for PP's birthday, which is on Tuesday. It's his birthday. And when I left tonight, PP made me so sad. Like, the bed is all made, and PP was just like laying in the middle of it. If you haven't seen our comforter, like, we have like this like cream comforter, and you know he's black, so like in the middle of it he's just like in this little circle. And I said, Peter, are you okay? And he just kind of looked up at me. He was so tired. And I said, Peter Cottontail, the bunny, the Easter bunny is coming tomorrow. And he just kind of looked up at me like, he is. Animals are so sweet. They're so innocent. They don't bark back. I mean, they bark back, but Alex was standing on the stairs because like Tucker is really the only one that barks, and he's loud, and it drives Alex crazy. And so when I was coming in the door today, Alex was standing at the top of the stairs looking down at Tucker, and as I was coming in the door, he's like, no, good boy, no. He's like trying to train him to not bark. I'm like, Alex. My husband's being so sweet to me tonight. I'm like, you guys, thank you so much for your concern and stuff like that. I just don't want to talk about it in every video. You know, we're trying to kind of just move on day by day and have fun. And I'm having some YouTube stuff going on. I mean, there's always YouTube stuff going on, but like, whatever. But anyway, he was like, babe, you know who you are. You're a man of character. You know who you are. He goes, just because somebody says something about you doesn't make it a fact. Just because somebody says something about you doesn't make it true. You know, like, do you ever forget things and then somebody tells you and you remember it? It's like, feelings aren't facts, you know, and just because somebody says something about you doesn't make it true. And, you know, but that's hard. That's hard when a lot of people are saying things about you that aren't true, you know? And, but you do the best, and you pick up and you move on. And I don't really want to address the issue until I'm forced to address the issue, so I'm not going to. Because, you know, like, but I will kind of talk about it around in circles, and those of you that know what I'm talking about, you'll know what I'm talking about, and those that you don't, you'll be clueless, but you'll learn something, I hope, from this anyway. But please just don't comment in the comment section about it. I really am trying to move on and not talk about people specifically unless I'm doing some kind of jokey video. But what I've learned is that you can't even say one thing about anybody without it being taken out of context, really, because, you know, they want views and subs is really what it's about. And I never did that. I've been accused of that, but like that was never it for me. I just commented and joked about things I saw that I thought were funny. You know, when it was taken out of context, but I'm kind of at the point where I'm done apologizing for stuff if people don't get my humor. It's like I was watching Christine Seidelko's videos today. Do you guys know Christine and Elijah? Well, I started watching Christine like months ago, and what was so appealing to me about her was she just said her opinion and did not apologize for it. You know, she's just like, it is what it is, and there's so much truth to what she says. And I think that like when I originally started my main channel, that was the thing, is that so many people were really attracted to that just like no nonsense. I was saying what everybody else was saying, but then I started getting like real apologetic and rethinking everything, and I was afraid of being mean to somebody because that's not who I was. But you know, like in my daily life, I mean, I shade Tanya, I shade my best friends, Alex. I mean, that's just part of my life, you know? I grew up with a sarcastic father. It's not serious, you know? It's like, you know, like Tanya got in the car tonight and she had on like this Columbia shirt that was real long and these cute shorts. And I said, oh, girl, you think you're going to the beach, right? I mean, like, that's not serious. Why would she be hurt by that? And she's like, you know, this is what I wear when I go to the beach. I was like, okay. You know, like, people get so upset about things. And it's like, I think the thing that's interesting to me is that so many people have not figured out about me yet, but a few have. And Graham at Mega Man Chief Fan, who is 16, and that's his YouTube channel, Mega Man Chief Fan. He's an amazing kid. I mean, one of the most well-read human beings I've ever met, let alone for being 16. I mean, he literally reads a book a day. And just so intellectual and just such a cool kid. And then when you watch his videos, he's like this goofy 16-year-old, very age-appropriate teenager. And but his book reviews are phenomenal, and we've become friends on YouTube, you know, and I shout him out every chance I get. And, you know, Philippe at the YA Reader, you know, he's 18 and he lives in Portugal, and he's just been such an incredible source of inspiration to me, you know, since I started on BookTube, because he just keeps on going and going. And, you know, he had this channel that had very few subscribers on it, and it's like grown and grown and grown, and he just keeps making his videos, and he's just so pleasant. And then Dylan the Reader, like, I love him, and he's from Indiana, and he's like 17, I think. And, you know, I was thinking about it tonight because, like, I have met, and Just Jimmy C, you know, who is not on BookTube, he's on main YouTube, and he's like in all my You Now streams, and he gets my humor, and his humor's the same way. And, you know, I could just read him for filth, and he'd think it was funny, and he'd just bring it right back at me, you know? And it's like, I was thinking tonight about this, and like, my entire life, for 20 years, I've worked with teenagers. And, you know, like, even with Teresa, like, I can remember back in the day, like, you know, walking through the unit when I worked there, you know, like, teenagers throw shade. Like, so you got to learn to kind of throw it back a little bit. And she had said to me, the one thing I don't understand about your channel is that you never clap back at people when they say things, because, you know, you're so funny, Peter. She was like, you would just, like, put people in their spot, like, real quick. And I was thinking about that tonight, because I was like, anybody that, like, I'm not saying that I have the power to help somebody gain subscribers or views, because I don't, okay? But, you know, YouTube is about doing collaborations with people or reaching out to people and, you know, trying to do things. And, like, listen, there's been a lot of people that I have sarcastically joked with on YouTube. But if any one of them reached out to me, I'm not talking about people that have hurt me. I'm talking about people that I've, like, joked back and forth with. Like Sanders or Karina or one of them. If they reached out to me and said, would you like to do a collab? I would be there in a heartbeat. Like, I literally would be there in a heartbeat. In January, you know, Sanders and I had this, like, falling out, supposedly, and we made up and whatever, and I, like, went into a shootout stream. That was, like, the very first time I'd ever been in YouNow. And he was like, do you want to be guested? And I was like, sure. Like, you know, like, that's how YouTube works. And one thing I do not understand is that people are so quick to take the low ground and drag somebody instead of reaching out to them and saying, hey, listen, what you said hurt my feelings. You know, like, could you make a video, like, owning it? Or could you take what you said down? down, or could you explain to me why what you said, you know, all that kind of stuff. Like, nobody does that. I have on twice on Twitter now, I have tweeted, if you have questions or concerns about me, please contact me. I'm a pretty nice guy. I'm like more than willing to sit there and listen to you, you know, and own my shit, and we can move forward and be friendly towards each other and get along, do a collab, you know, have differing opinions, but do our gig and whatever. And it's like, it's so interesting to me when people aren't willing to do that, and people would prefer to just live in hate and negativity. And I would love to tell you that, you know, YouTube is this really friendly place where you can have so much fun and whatever. But what I'm learning outside of BookTube, like BookTube doesn't really relate to this, because I feel like BookTube, and if you guys are new to my vlog, you don't know what it is. BookTube is like a community of YouTubers that just talk about books, and it's linked on my channel below, my Peter Likes Books channel. But BookTube is so friendly and so welcoming. People don't really come at each other that way. And if they do, it's not like, you know, I'm going to troll you and say all these horrible things about you and, you know, blah, 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 whatever, and then unsubscribe to you and block you. I mean, it's never like that, you know? It's like, well, I didn't really agree with your opinion, but can you explain to me? I mean, it's intellectual conversations and discussions. It's amazing. I love it, right? And isn't that how we all grow? From like listening to one another and having discussions with one another. And I've always remained open to that, okay? They just don't reach out to me. And I'm not gonna reach out to somebody that has an issue with me. I did it last week to 3 people, not one of them responded to me. They continue to shit talk me on a daily basis. And then they wonder why I blocked them on Twitter. Well, I don't wanna see your nonsense with my name linked in it, and I don't have to. It's my social media. You don't have to, you know? So it is what it is. And but like, YouTube is almost kind of like this place that like you kind of almost have to be like this and not see all the outside stuff and just do your thing, just do your thing, just do your thing, and then like post your video and walk away. And a lot of people don't understand why I like don't respond to a lot of comments, like why I read them all but I don't respond to them all. And part of the problem is because like it's hard to read some of the comments, you guys. Like, I talked about a comment that I got on this video the other day. Like, the vlogs, I get very nice comments on, but still, it's like, the main channel, like, people all the time want to know why I don't comment on it. Well, it's hard. You know, every day I read comments on there that are hard. And, so I think to some degree, you just kind of have to do your thing, make your videos. Like if you're thinking about starting a YouTube channel, and then just move forward. Don't engage in all the BS. Don't engage in all the conversations. It's like, why when I go into my YouNow stream, I just try to have a good time with you guys and have fun, and it be very like lighthearted and we're kiki ha ha ha, because it can really get ugly, you know? And I'm like, I refuse to allow myself to become so consumed by it. That's happened to me in the past since I've been on YouTube. I haven't been on YouTube for a year. You know, I got to a point where it was so, I was thinking about this tonight. It's like, all of these people, while they're coming for me, they have no idea really about what's going on in my personal life. You guys do, because you've watched my vlog and you know what I've talked about. It's like, why would you kick somebody when they're down, right? Okay, so when my aunt was sick at the end of December, all that other stuff happened, you know? And so it's like, it always, like, my personal life and YouTube always is kind of hard at the same time, if that makes sense. But at the same time, YouTube is like my release from all of it. And it's so funny. If you haven't seen on my main channel, I posted a video on there, and I don't want to tell you guys about it, but it's my response to really drama, because Sanders Kennedy sent me this email last night that he received. And like, Sanders gets the gig, you know, like so many people do really get the gig. And what I mean by the gig is just like the fun of it all, you know, like you just can't take it too seriously. And I don't know, but it makes me sad, because I wish that people felt like they could reach out to me and say like, hey, let's do, you know, like if they really like, if they wanted to like do a video with me, or they wanted to like you know, just do something fun, you know, or whatever. They could say to me like, hey, I've noticed your content and I really like it. Let's do this together. Or, hey, I don't like your content. Would you be willing to do a discussion video where you share your opinion and I share mine, but we can still be friendly towards each other? We don't have to hate each other, because why would you ever hate somebody for their opinion? Like, that doesn't even make any sense, okay? So I'm gonna hate you because you don't like peanut butter? Okay, that's ridiculous. But can you imagine like a video, like a drama video, where two differing drama channels got up and discussed the same topic with different opinions? How interesting would that be, right? And I remain open to that. I'm like, anybody that wants to reach out to me, nope, never do it. I'll always make some kind of video dragging somebody, you know? And that's my issue with all that from the beginning, is that that's been my issue with the drama channels from the beginning, and why I poke fun at them is because they need poked fun. They need poked fun at. I'm sorry, but they're so negative and full of hate that they need to laugh. And if they can't laugh at themselves, well, I'm sorry. You know, it's like, we all need to laugh at ourselves. Life is too short. I mean, it really is. And it's like, I said to Tanya tonight, because when we were driving around, Tanya and I drove around tonight, the oldest woman alive died today, and she was 117 years old. And I said to Tanya, I said, my God, if you live to be that old, neither one of us are even halfway through our lives yet. You know, it's like so much more to live, so much more fun to have, all these things that we can still get to do, you know? And I don't know, you guys are probably like, oh, we're so tired of hearing about the negativity. I'm tired of hearing about the negativity too. I'm tired of having to address it. I literally went into my Twitter today, and like all these people had included me in this stream, and I just block, 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 blah, 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 blah. And the reason I did it was, I don't want to see it. Like, I don't need to see it. If you want to say it, say it. If you want to have the opinion, but I don't have to see it. And I said in my video a couple days ago on my other channel, I said, if you continue to link my name into all your BS, I'm just going to block you. I don't want to see it. You can have your opinion. Go talk about me. I don't really care. Those problems that you have with me, those are your problems, not mine. So. All right, I'm done ranting. Such a still night outside. I love Still Nights. Did you guys ever see that movie, Still of the Night? I talk about movies on here all the time. With Meryl Streep. Oh my God, that movie was so spooky strange. Did you guys watch my YouNow stream tonight? Oh my God. So, in my YouNow stream tonight, the cord behind me moved. I had my phone charger behind me, and it like moved during like the video, or during the live stream. And I said, did you guys just see that? Like, seriously? I was sitting up and it just moved behind me. I was like, oh my God. Pretty spooky strange. Somebody commented on my videos and they said, could you do like a local town murder mystery? I was like, did you not see the video I did called I Met a Serial Killer? And now we all know, like, I really did meet a serial killer. Apparently I was at a cocktail party at his house. Did I say that already in my vlog today? I don't remember. So I think I did when I was with that guy last night. And he said, like, and then Tanya kept on talking about it in my YouNow stream today. So I guess we can talk about it. She's like, you were talking about, yeah, and you were at his house for a cocktail party. I totally do not. A cocktail party. Is that what you call it at 4 o'clock in the morning? I thought we called them after parties back in the day. I do have this one like blackout memory though of this party that I was at, and like I was in the basement of this house. There's no way it was that house because it was downtown, and there was like this room in the basement, and I like woke up and there was like this projector on the wall, and these people were like weirdos were doing like hard drugs. I'm saying this now and it's like, oh, I was probably one of those weirdos. They were like watching this movie on the wall, but it wasn't like porn, it was like just some artsy movie or something. They were like just sitting in this room. This room was like literally like 10 by 10. And I like walked upstairs, and I can remember like it was like a condo or something, and like I walked upstairs and there was like this party going on. And I have this friend of mine back in the day. So I always carried this, true story, a binocular case, okay, strapped across me, and like as a bag or a purse, right? And I keep like my chapstick in there. I used to always use this Clinique chapstick that came in like a silver roller. I loved it. I don't know if they still make it, but I'd love to get some if they do. But anyway, I used to always, do you guys know what I'm talking about, that Clinique? Do they still make that chapstick? Oh my God, I loved it. But anyway, it came in like the little green container like Clinique, but then inside it was silver. It's only like 10 or 15 bucks or 20 bucks. I used to buy it all the time. I mean, it's a really good chapstick. So anyway, but I would keep that in there, and, you know, my wallet and cigarettes and stuff like that. So anyway, well, I had it on, but didn't know it, right? And this girl that I was friends with back in the day, Shar, she was there too, and we were both of us just rip drunk, fighting over this glass table. I don't know why this is like the one memory I have, but we're like fighting over this like glass table, and I'm like, give me my bag, and she's like, you have your bag on, and I was like, give me my bag, why'd you steal my bag? And she's like, you have your bag on, and I'm like, like that, and we both crash and just take this glass table down, right? I mean, there's like 50 people. It's very much like breakfast at Tiffany's, those parties that she throws, Holly Golightly. And so all of a sudden, the next thing I know, I'm like picked up by my arms, and my friend Kevin is like throwing me over his shoulder, and he's like, because Kevin's like 6'5", and he was like, come on, let's go, it's time to go. And I'm like kicking and screaming, she's got my bag, and Kevin's like, you have your bag on you. And I like look down, I'm like, oh, I do. And I'm like, Shar, I'm so sorry, girl. Oh, those were the days. I don't miss that at all. I really don't. God. And then I remember, this is another weird story, okay? I went home, like, okay, so I wake up. I had these two friends that were a couple, and I was always like killing for accusing people of doing things to me that like, there was no like basis in fact, okay? So I woke up and I'm like in this loft, and I'm like in this like somebody's like makeshift bed that somebody's made for me on the floor, and I'm like looking around, and I can like smell like pancakes, right? And I can't remember, one of my friends' name was Toby. I can't remember what the other guy's name was, but anyway, one had real long dark hair. And, well, I had two friends named Toby. One of them I still like am following on Instagram and all this kind of stuff. It's not him. So, Toby, if you watch these, which I seriously doubt he doesn't, but it's not you. But I love that name, Toby, so much. Anyway, Toby, funny story, dated this guy named Brian that I was kind of like, we were all friends together. And I had such a crush on Toby back in the day. He's still super cute. But anyway, so, but I wake up and I'm like, where the hell am I? I mean, like, I had blacked out. I was like hungover, smelling these pancakes. And so all of a sudden, coming up the stairs, there's this couple, right? And I'm like, and I look, and as I look across, ow, spit in my mouth. As I look across to the staircase as I'm walking up into this loft, I see like my shoes, my jeans, my t-shirt, and I'm like, they like stripped me, had sex with me, and I'm like, I look at them and I go, what did you guys do to me? And they're like, what are you talking about? We have pancakes downstairs if you want pancakes. We made sausage and orange juice and stuff. I'm like, no, like, what did you do to me? And they're like, Peter, you were so drunk you peed yourself. We had to change your clothes. And I look down and they legit have me in like pajamas, okay? I'm talking about like the button-up pajamas, right? With like the pants and the shirt and everything. These dudes were so nice. They put me in pajamas, okay? Tucked me into bed, made a makeshift bed for me, made up pancakes and sausage and orange juice. And I'm accusing them of like raping me. Like, what? I can still see their little kitchen. I don't know why that means. I know where their apartment is and everything. I pass by there all the time. I wonder what happened to them. Do you ever wonder that? Like people that like were part of your life, and then they like just completely disappear, and you're like, whatever happened to those people? Like this guy last night that we were talking to, he like threw out this name, and I was like, oh my god, I forgot all about him. And it was like this really attractive guy that I always kind of had this crush on back in the day, but he was like super built and could never be bothered with me in a million years. Plus he had a boyfriend, and they did three-ways and all that kind of stuff, but they weren't interested in me being a three-way, and I wouldn't have been interested anyway. But the reason they weren't was because I was always the town drunk. You guys have no idea. Like, I was such a mess. Always a mess. Like, not messy, you know, not, problems. I was a mess. Like, legit a mess. And, but I remember them because they lived real close to where I lived, and, I think they moved away and then they broke up, and like one moved somewhere else. But that was all like the year before I got sober that I hung out with all of these people. They were all kind of hardcore. Like hardcore party, like party. Which means that if I went to that cocktail party, it would have been legit like the year before I got sober. That's so weird, isn't it? God. But for the grace of God, you know? I am so hungry right now. I want White Castle or McDonald's or something. Somebody put in my comment section the other day, I wish you ate healthier. And I was like, I wish I did too. That's my goal. But not tomorrow, because we're going to a cookout at Alex's house, and oh my god, they cook out all different kinds of meat. It's called something. Somebody down there that's South American will know. It's like paella or something, and then you make wasikaca, which is like avocado, and you have like, what are the things that taste like potatoes? I love them so much. Yuca, oh, I love that so much. All right, you guys, I'll talk to you in a little while. You hear that wind outside? It's so windy. So Alex just called me. Just getting into bed with the dogs. So he said, I'll wait for you. So I'm on my way home now to get into bed with Alex, and the dogs. And yeah, I don't think I really have a whole lot more than that, but I wanted to end the stream. Okay, you guys, now listen. We're gonna talk for a second. This is gonna be very serious talk. No, but seriously. I have to do this healthy living thing. I was thinking about it tonight. I'm laughing, but like I'm serious this time, okay? Like I say it and I say it and I say it. And then Monday comes and I'm like, Bob Evans sounds good. I can do it tomorrow. I can do it tomorrow. I can do it tomorrow. Which is how like originally when I started my other channel, it was a whole thing of there's never enough tomorrows, right? And had I lost like 1 pound a week when I started all of that, I'd be like 30 pounds thinner right now. Anybody can lose 1 pound a week. So I've got to do this because I want to feel healthier. I want to be healthier. And I think that healthy body, healthy mind, and then, you know, I think it'll affect my mood and my sleep and everything. So I'm going to this barbecue tomorrow. And then starting Monday, I'm eating healthier. So I need you to hold me accountable to that. And I'm not complaining about being fat, and I'm not complaining about being big. Because chubby's cute sometimes, but I'm gonna do this, and I need you guys to hold me accountable for it, alright? I need accountability partners out there. So I know I'm gonna get so many snaps, chats, and messages and stuff from people that are like, I'm your accountability partner. I'm gonna be like, why'd you ever say anything in the vlog, Peter? You should have just kept your trap shut. Oh my gosh. So that's what I need, and I'm gonna start it on Monday. And then I'll be like real thin and real happy, and I'll just drink like real healthy like juices and stuff like that, and make salads and, you know, just eat fresh and all that. All right, you guys, you gonna do it? You gonna hold me accountable? You promise? Okay, that's my dream for summer. Well, I got a lot of dreams, but that's one of them. You have a lot of dreams? Dream big. And I hope you had a wonderful Easter. Talk to you guys later. Bye.